In this time of pandemic, we've heard from the Prime Minister and all the premiers. They're saying, we're here to help Canadians. We are giving them money. All those people who have lost their jobs are going to be fine. That may or may not be the case. Addison Cameron-Huff is a crypto lawyer. He's a lawyer dealing with currencies around the world. He joins me right now. Is it true that the governments in Canada are helping those people who need it the most?
No. Most of the money is going to the people who need it the least. Wealthy people have seen their wealth explode in Canada.
How is that? I mean, if you're a billionaire, you're not getting a check, are you?
Lowering interest rates is effectively the same thing by seeing house prices go up as well as stocks, which have never been higher in the history of Canada.
So what about someone who is a waiter? I mean, all the restaurants are locked down and closed down, bars, everything's closed down. Are they getting the money that they should be getting to maintain themselves?
They're not getting as much money as the people who need it the least. And that's a problem. If you're going to distribute money to people, shouldn't you give it to the people who need it the most and not the people who have the most?
Well, why isn't the government doing that? They say they're doing that.
Well, I don't think you get a lot of support for doing that. These sorts of people don't have a lot of political power in Canada, whereas rich people have enormous political power. And the kinds of policies that benefit them are the orthodox policies that most people would recommend. It's what experts recommend. And yet you look at the results, and Jeff Bezos becoming the richest person in history.
So
Is
what's
that the result that our policy should have again?
So what's your recommendation? I know you can't put a big program out here in the remaining minute and a half of this 3 minutes, but I mean, what should the opposition leaders be telling our politicians?
That they should be spending money on things actually related to the pandemic. With the $400 billion in deficit spending, on top of the federal government's normal spending, you could buy 8 billion doses of Moderna's vaccine. That's not where the money has gone to. Amazingly, most of the money has not been spent on actually fighting the pandemic, as politicians have been talking about. Instead, we get restrictions on your rights, and you get small benefits for some people who need it, but instead you get a massive transfer of money to the richest people in Canada.
And that transfer of money, it's not money that's been earned. It's not surplus. It's money that's being printed up, is it?
Yes.
That has to be paid back by
taxes on younger people who are also the people who are hurt by this the most, whereas older people are the ones who are affected the most by the virus.
So Addison, it sounds to me like you're telling us that younger people are not getting the benefits they should, and they're the ones who are going to be saddled with paying these funds back later on.
Absolutely. And they have to buy into an extra expensive stock market, an extra expensive housing market. They've lost their jobs as people have become unemployed. People are being hit by all the wrong things. That's not a working plan.
Not a working plan. That'll be the last word on that one. Thank you very much. 3 minutes. So thank you for watching, and please make sure that you subscribe and tell your friends. We are going to have lots of fabulous shows coming up in the new year.